Hey, April, just gonna go through a couple things with your homework. Um, you did pretty good here on this first one. Just one thing, I know you had HIV here first, but remember when they're actually coming in for the poisoning. Now, poisoning really doesn't have anything to do with the HIV. So we want to go ahead and put that T code first. Okay, so the nausea is good. I'm not sure what your R56 is, but you want the H code for visual disturbances. Then you want your B code. We have an epilepsy code, which I see you have. Otherwise, overall, you did pretty good on that first one. Let's move to number 3. This looks really good. This should be an adverse effect with this because we have an allergy to it. A little bit off on your neoplasm. And don't forget those procedure codes. And the answers will be posted. Okay, number 5, even though the histoplasmosis is stated as a current problem, this is related to the patient's AIDS. So whenever I have anything related to AIDS, then it's going to be the HIV is going to be the principal diagnosis. So number 5, we do need the B20 first. Okay, so then you do have the B39.4, which is good. We have other drug-induced cytosis. We have our adverse effect code. And then once again, our procedure code. Okay. Number 7, remember when it's poisoning, you have to code out each poisoning. So here we have 3 different ones here. So you need all 3. So actually we have for number 7, 4 T codes. We have our J code. And then again, our 2 procedure codes. Number 9, you did well. Everything looks great. Good job. Except there's a second part to, nope, I guess not. Sorry, my bad. Number 11, you don't want to, we have an acute embolism that's first. You have an R code, so I assume that's a sign or symptom. You don't want those as principal diagnosis. Only when you don't have anything else to code. So we have the I code, adverse effect. So remember one thing, when it's a poisoning, the T code comes first, and then if there's anything wrong with the patient comes second. When it's an adverse effect, what's wrong with the patient comes first, the T code comes second. So that's kind of from last year. 13, once again, poisoning, so that T code needs to come first. Then we get down to 15. We have fracture and an adverse effect down here, so you can just double check all those. Okay, let's move on to chapter 21. We have the kidney transplant. You did a good job. Once again, make sure you do not forget the procedures. Okay, dislocation should be first, then your anemia. Okay, they were admitted because of the dislocation, not because of the anemia. Okay, with number 3, we have a few. We have infection, inflammatory. You can just look through that. Lots of procedures on number 3. Double check them and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, number 4, you can see what we have. Again, you're missing procedures. Overall, not too bad. Study what I have. I will go ahead and put the answers attached to this. And let me know if you have any questions.